Bro, ever since I learned business credit, I've never been broke.
In this episode of Streets Unplugged, we about to put some money in your pocket.
But people don't understand the reason why they work. He worked for food. He worked for survival. The rich man don't work for survival and don't work for food.
Don Kilam explains how the rich use debt to make money.
You can go get funding, but I'll make more money helping 10 people go get funding and just taking a cut.
The correct way to sign to a record label is revealed.
Look at Finesse2Tymes. They turned him into a business before he had a chance to.
Facts.
He did business the wrong way. He did business person to business. You never do business person to business.
All this and more on this episode of Streets Unplugged.
If you using money, you not doing business. Business getting done on you.
This Streets Unplugged. You know we gotta plug the streets in, because the streets ain't been plugged in a while. I swear to God, mama.
Listen, today it is a different type of episode, right? Normally, we do different type things. But today, we're going to dive into the financial side of things. And I believe there's no way to determine finances. I know y'all going to say y'all can determine it. I know you're going to say you got methods to determine whether a person could be rich or poor or not. But I say that's not true. I say that whatever method you give them, if they not in the right state of mind, that it don't make a sense for them to receive the message because they won't be able to duplicate it or do it. I believe it's not the information. I believe it's the person. But the streets unplugged. You know we gotta plug the streets in because streets ain't been plugged in a while. I swear to God, my mama, stop playing with me. And today we got Roll.
Yo. Roll call. What's going on?
Roll call. Okay, we got the Don.
I'm in the building, Las Vegas. What's good?
You from Las Vegas?
Well, we here, worldwide hustle, man.
You from Las Vegas?
Nah,
Why
I rep St. Louis, but I'm from the ill side for real.
Yeah. Why you say Las Vegas in the building?
I mean, we here. I said we here in the building, Las
She's
Vegas.
dropping our location just like
Oh,
that.
my bad.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? We in a trust, so it really don't exist.
Yeah, right. It's all good, man. But it's something that do exist, right? And it's money. Because everybody in the world is a fiend for money.
Yeah.
They do anything for it. But they can't seem to hold on to it. Right? Is it a skill to holding on to money?
Yeah, I believe it's a skill. And I believe you said they fiend for it. It's my drug of choice.
It's your drug of choice?
Yeah, for sure. It's my drug of choice.
How do you handle that vice?
How do I handle it? I go get it. Okay. But he says hold on to it. That is a skill.
You go get the money?
I can go get it.
I don't go get it, I attract it.
Are you attracted?
Yeah, I attract it. Listen, a lot of times when you run up against something, it run from you. I'm keeping it real, but if you face something, a lot of times you can conquer what that is you originally supposed to ran from. A lot of people run for money, but I face money.
I get it.
And it submits to me.
Why it sticks to me like honey.
Oh my God, like honey. Your honey is ancient. Did you know that they opened the tomb, and in this tomb everything was like thousands of years old, but they had a pot of honey, and the honey was still good.
That's the only thing that never expires is honey.
That's deep.
It was real good.
That's deep.
Right?
Yeah.
Honey is good, right? So how do we turn money into honey? Because a lot of times people money, they get rotten, they get fucked up, but honey, it stay good.
I like that analogy because I'm looking for a queen bee because she make the busy bees bring back the honey. She don't do shit.
Right. That's crazy. It's crazy. So how do we do it? Mr. Rowe, you ain't said nothing. You normally got a lot to say. I see you got a lot of them fake diamonds on you, whether they real or whether they not. They still fake because diamonds not worth anything.
That's deep.
Diamonds not
we
worth
was
nothing.
actually just talking about that.
Diamonds not worth
Because a
nothing.
lot of people keep saying that you don't accumulate money with your jewelry. But I think that's false. Depending on how you purchase your jewelry and how you hold on. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Don.
Who's these people?
There's a lot of ignorant. There's a lot of ignorant people out here.
Hold on. Fuck all that. Who determines that is value? Because when it was first originally created, like I told you on the X-Files, you don't never listen.
No, I don't.
But like I told you on the X-Files, nigga, diamonds wasn't nothing but dirty ass rocks.
I get that.
And they decided to put it on some famous people.
Okay, but we got dirty ass paper that's been inside of a stripper's booty hole, and you still want to put that shit and roll it up in your nose.
But it ain't the paper. It's the the designs on the paper, which makes it powerful.
That's why I look
The
at
same thing as that diamond, how it shine, and who told you that?
I like that's how you said that because I look at like all the not to get political, but all the government's documents, including money. That's their artwork. Bro.
Where the smart nigga go?
That's their artwork.
But
that's it.
Hear the smart nigga go. No, he a smart nigga. He understand what a lot of niggas don't understand, that everything is business. Church is business.
Right.
Life is business.
That's fact.
Everything is business. But hear something that we don't know and we need to know. If you're watching this, he got to tell us, how do I turn myself to a business to do business with everybody? Because I understand that when I did my federal time that it was a business. Because it said United States of America against Lawrence Bowles.
In all capital letters.
In all capital letters.
Right.
It turned me into a business. I had to accept the fact that I wanted to be a business in order to go to trial or to be sentenced. If I never became a business, they never could have convicted me. That's what I realized.
They asked you if you understood your charge.
Yeah. But they asked me, do I want to turn myself into a business? If I never turned myself into a business, I never had to face that conviction. And listen, if you're watching this, I'm gonna say you gotta tell us the game because I know somebody that did this. There was a person who was in the county jail in St. Louis. They picked him up. They picked him up for murder. He went in there and said, no, I'm not from America. I don't understand what's going on. They put him in crazy places. They dumped him. They treated him bad. They kept him in there for months at a time, turned to years at a time. Sooner or later, they let him go. He never accepted an attorney. He never accepted anything.
His name wasn't Walter, was it?
I don't remember his name. That probably was his name.
Because there's some shout out to Walter Wallace, man.
So
they ended up, this is where I started learning this information from.
Right.
They let him go. They ended up letting him go.
He from St. Louis?
But he used to rob banks and stuff.
Up with him.
He used to rob banks, but then they hit him with a murder. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is where I learned a lot of this stuff from. What's starting off.
I was with him and people thought he was crazy. I remember them taking him from court and dragging him to court. He was like, I ain't supposed to be here. And all the guards like, he crazy, nigga, you going to jail.
Right.
But the only thing he never did, he never went to the arraignment and said he understood. He never hired counsel. If he never hired counsel who was a business, he never became a business. Because that's why they got your counsel, because you got to go to court as a business. If you don't, or you got to represent yourself as a business. But you still got to become a business to go to court.
But it's the same. So that loophole, would that mean him becoming a business underneath his name, and his name is the business?
His name was already a business.
So check this out. I'm going to show you how deep this gets, though. First of all, they said, do you understand your charge, right?
Right.
Charge is a charge. It's money. Every court has a clerk. Clerk deals with money.
Right.
When you look up the word bank, B-A-N-C, look this up. It's a real definition. It means a seat on which a judge sits. So our courthouses are just trading you as stock. That's what the courthouse is there to do. So when you go to jail, if anybody been to jail, they have trustees, correct?
Right.
So you're dealing with a trust out the gate. What you a trustee of? I'm gonna let that sink in.
Yeah,
so we are the currency. The people that are inside the jail.
So the government is really the trustee. You're the beneficiary when you're using the Social Security number. But when you go to jail, they switch roles and they get funding from the Social Security number. You are creating a government contract with the government. This is what they said. Do you understand your charge? You're creating a government contract.
Right. And that's the act of making money. See, the act of making money is order. Is not what we think. We think that making money is I say you this, I get this return.
Right.
But the act of making money is actually two negatives creates a positive. I'm going to tell you what I mean. Uber, right? One person, I got a car. I don't got gas. The other person, I got money, but I ain't got a car to get where I'm going. Two negatives. Uber put them together, made money. It became a positive, right? Two negatives create a positive. But a lot of people, where we come from, that's watching this, we think we got to make profit, but it's something that's called compound. Right, you can compound a lot of things together, and even when one thing lose, they all win together.
That's deep.
Right.
So, and that's the way that we have this going on in our legal system.
Yeah,
the moment that you, sorry, go ahead.
They converted sweat equity, like what he's talking about.
Right.
That's what it's considered, sweat equity, and they pump it into places that can't create it for themselves.
Right.
So wasn't this something that expounds from the 13th Amendment when they were trying to tell everybody that slavery is abolished, but if you commit a crime, you can still go to jail and you can still make money, but it's for the government, it's not for yourself?
So when we come to amendments, amendment means a change, right?
Right.
So I don't even deal with those. I deal with the original articles.
Okay, so you going
know what I'm
back
saying?
to the Bill of Rights. Okay.
Yeah, Bill of Rights. You feel me? Yeah, you go straight to the Articles of Confederation. And that breaks down a lot of things. But you have to like you have your business, correct?
Right.
You have to create articles.
Right.
So that shows you right there that the Constitution is for a trust or a business.
Right.
A Constitution is just a trust created by private families, not founding fathers.
Right.
And you have to learn how to become one of these part of these private families so you can be part of we the people instead of a person. Only a person can be committed of a crime.
So that's the reason why it's only upheld by citizens, because the citizens are underneath that law, because we are all a part of that system of being sold.
I like that you use the word citizen, because I'm going to show you the actual federal code of United States business. So United States business is a federal corporation under 28 U.S.C. 3002, subsection 15A. But you see this? I don't know if you know, this is 15 U.S.C. 4724E1, right?
Right.
And can you read what it says?
A United States citizen or a corporation, partnership, or
But
other
what's it say
association.
before that, before United States citizen?
The term United States business.
Means what? A United States citizen.
Right.
The term United States business means United States citizen.
Right.
So this is why you want to learn about nationality first.
But this is why they made everything confusing. They added a lot of articles, a lot of other things to confuse the people, because it's actually really simple, right? So when it's simple, they got to confuse you. They confuse you by adding the articles and make it sound and appear confusing, right?
Well, yeah.
When
And-
it's simple.
And that's the reason why every single person that's a personality or with stature in America now, if you look up their nationality, it says American, because you're owned by America.
Yeah, America's cool, but the citizen, U.S. citizen, is totally different. So America's a continent. So you really can't claim your continent as a nationality. You claim your country as a nationality.
Right.
That's why Africa's a continent too. You don't hear Nigerians say they're African. They're Nigerian.
Well, that's the irony of it, because if you look up Angelina Jolie or Raven Simone, it's going to tell you the nationality is American.
So American is not, like I'm saying, I'm going to tell you, American is just a continent. So how I do my nationality, I say I'm a Moor, or now I got a foreign ID too. Because he was just bringing up being foreign.
Right.
I got a foreign ID in Palau. You can become a digital resident. And the United States has treaties with them people that they have to protect Palauians as well. I keep under my international police badge.
That's dope. Oh, shit.
Right.
But that's Palau, my ID for Palau. And I also got an international driver's license that keeps me out their jurisdiction.
You brought up a good point. You said digital?
Yeah,
you got
digital
passports
residency
and everything.
Yeah. So that's my international driver's license. I rent cars with that.
So what permits any guidelines to say that social media can't become its own nationality?
It is. So it really is. You're right. You're part of that community. And that's why you abide to the terms and conditions. People say it blocks the freedom of speech, but you agree to the terms and conditions. And really you're a user because you have a username. So they're really saying you're an addict.
So you can be a Facebook citizen.
Yes. You already are. You're giving up your rights. Where are you giving your new photo albums of your family? Now they own them. Think about it, man. Facebook, Instagram, they own your intellectual essence. And this is the importance of this podcast today. What we're speaking about today is because make your name a business so you can start getting those rights back.
And that's what we're trying to get people to understand, right? And that's the same thing. If you've been previously watching this, we already understood and took you through the facts that in order to be tried in America, you have to be a business, right? So that means that you was already a business. That means that your name is a business. But what we didn't discuss and what we have to discuss is how do you take advantage of your name being a business, right? How do you now make income as a business without making income? Because business is not about making money. It's about structure and order.
That's facts. And that blew my mind when he told me that today. He said, because we're going to have an event shortly. And he said, well, I'm going to teach them how to get structured in the mind first. Everything starts in the mind. But it's structure and order. Make your name a business first. You got to I made my name a LLC, first, middle, last name a LLC. But now there's something called the alter ego doctrine where they can pierce the veil, they call it. So this is when I create a holding company or just have some type of private trust, a private family trust.
Right. And when you say make your name an LLC, this is what I mean. So we were telling you your name is already an LLC and the government is aware of that. But once you become aware of that, then you can continue to use it right, and take advantage of it. So he was talking about something that's called what we like to say, and what I like to say is called a corporate structure, right? And that's when you have a trust, you have a holding account, then you have LLCs under that, right?
That's it.
And the LLCs and the holding account work together, but all the money going to the trust, right? And you can funnel money down from the holding account to the LLCs, right? And the LLCs actually run the physical company, but you don't keep a lot of money in the LLC companies, because if you get sued, then they only can get what's there, right? Right. Then the holding company is separate, right? But you got to just make sure that, and people watching this, if you got a trust and you got property, just make sure that the name on your property is the same as the trust. Now, I went through that, right? It was different. So then they try to send me taxes and pay taxes on the property.
So that's what I was just about to ask. So he said first, middle, and last name. Does that include suffix as well?
Yes.
So suffix, okay.
Yep. So with me personally, when I first did this, I did it to get out child support. That was the only reason why I did it. You know, because you gotta think about the parent is a parent who rents. So when you're just using the Social Security number with nothing attached to it, it's considered a sole proprietorship, and that's why you're liable for taxes and all this debt. Now, how he said the corporate structure, having the trust at the top, if you file a 1041, because the Social Security number is a trust anyways, you're already operating under trust and don't even know
That's
it.
correct. That's my trust number. So when I did my trust number, they can give you an EIN or you can use your Social Security number. I simply use my Social Security number.
Smart.
It's simple. It's simple. It's easy. I remember it. I know it.
So you have a trust.
Of course, I turned it into a business.
Okay,
my Social Security number is my trust. I have become aware that I'm a walking business.
That's it.
So for those who don't understand the benefits of being a trust rather than being someone that is reaching out for loan opportunities, what would you describe as the best?
I don't own it, so you can't take it.
That's it.
Yeah, yep.
Right.
That's it.
That's the idea that we're trying to create. It's bad to own things. We just need to have control over things.
Own nothing, control everything.
It's bad to own. They told you right now, buy a house. They wanted to put you in debt.
That's
You're
facts.
never supposed to own the house you live in. It's never supposed to happen. I'm supposed to own the house you live in, right? If I own anything. Or I'm supposed to take control of it, lease it, and then rent it to you, right?
Makes sense.
Because whoever owns the property, they also owns the debt, right?
That's
It
it.
owns everything else that falls with it. So ownership is for the poor.
So you can still have this power with jewelry. So you can rent out your jewelry and you can build it up, and you don't own the jewelry. You're still making your payments on it, and you can have insurance on it.
jewelry. I'm not saying your jewelry is invaluable,
Right.
But what I'm saying is that they determine the value based on human perception.
Right.
They
That's
made it
100%.
valuable.
Right.
But
Right.
what I'm saying is it can still help out your credit by having this jewelry if you didn't buy it out in full, right?
Well, not really.
Credit can be duplicated. Credit can be changed. I replenish my credit every month.
Right. So not really credit, but you could use it as you can get it insured and put it in a trust and use that as collateral to get funding.
There you go.
That's one format of it. But what
That's-
if
that's what
somebody?
I would do.
So what if I go through the company and I get a net 30 on this jewelry?
I mean, that would be lit. You can.
You can, and
Yeah.
that is something that I've exercised. So you get a net 30 on it. Go ahead. Sorry.
But if you try to get net 30, that means you trying to use credit for it, right?
Right.
That's the wrong way to use credit. I want everybody watching to understand. A lot of people use credit for things that they want. That's the wrong way to use credit. You gotta understand this. When you use credit, you're getting money from the future. So you have to use it today to bring money today. The best way to use money if you want to be jewelry is to be the person that sell it, and then you take some of that to wear it.
Oh, 100%.
And so
But
that's going to be the goal.
that's in
using
a
credit.
perfect. Go ahead.
So me personally, I would, if I had jewelry, I would create a jewelry company and I would create
There you
some
go.
type of leasing agreement or
Of
rent.
course.
I would rent it from my.
And I would lease it to myself.
But I'm saying on
that's
the
what I would
on the ground level, for people who are just now getting introduced into this, if they're getting indicted in this is the first time.
They can do it. They can simply do this. I'm saying this. They can simply do this. This is what somebody did in America. Did this in America. It's
Yeah.
legal. They took one particular company, right? And you can do this with your trust.
Right.
Did you know you can lend money to yourself to buy that jewelry?
Yes.
Pay your trust back. There you go.
All tax
You're
free.
doing it all through yourself. And
Of course.
And getting the same money, getting the same tax credits, but you get all the benefits.
But imagine this same scenario. If you get a net 30 for this jewelry, let's say it's 30,000, and I go ahead and I get the net 30 and then I pay off that 30,000, it's still boosting up my business credit, not my personal
But
credit,
you
and it
hold
still is a
Here's the thing,
benefit.
here's the thing. I want everybody watching to understand. See, A plus somewhere else and a negative somewhere else is still a loss. So you gotta understand this. What you hold on to gotta be value as well, right? So now you pay $30,000 for it. Now you're holding on to it. You may can get a loan for it, but this won't sell for $15,000.
Oh no, it's got to go after that.
But it won't sell. It's gonna sell for less because they damaged it. The moment they changed it, they damaged it. The reason why property and land is the only thing is value because it can't be changed or duplicated. That's why land is valuable. That's why gold is
I
valuable.
think we're entering in a different day and age that it might change. Go ahead.
So
Sorry,
I want
Don.
to just run back something he says about, how we structure the corporate structure.
Right.
And if we're structured
People don't know-
correctly,
you don't even think I knew that, did
they
you?
can't even know. They can't even sue us. They can't even sue us, right?
Yeah.
But they could be entitled to insurance. So I just want to show you I have business insurance up to $2 million. And that's how I would use. All it costs is like $100. And you can put that part of your trust or your business, and now that gives you a net worth as well.
Right.
If that makes sense for your business.
But a lot of people didn't think I understood that. But listen, I'm gonna say this. When
Nah, you got it down.
When I understood about the trust and all that stuff, did you know that I walked in to a place and I had $10,000 in cash. They was charging me by the hour, and I had way more cash on me. And it was like, "How you finna pay?" I'm like, "In cash." They said, "Yeah, sit over there and wait." That cash meant nothing to them.
That's crazy.
Because
course.
you had to understand to understand. I didn't come in there doing business, right? They don't do business with people, with persons, like he was just saying. They do businesses with businesses. And if you're doing business in cash, you're not a business.
No.
You never see cash exchange hands when you do business. You never see it.
Right,
I
facts.
sold cars for 6 years. I did timeshares for 2 years, and I did real estate for 1 year.
No.
So I understand the practices of everybody that came in thinking that they had a bigger benefit because they had cash. No one gives a shit.
No. Cash is not shit.
Exactly. And it's not going to help you out or the business or anyone else. You're
No.
just a quick transaction that needs to get out the door.
It's a tool. I'll tell a lot of people a lot of times like this, like for people in the music industry. I'm like, you paying an artist for a feature when they leave, he don't get paid. When he go work with this artist, they not getting paid. They just simply transferring credits and percentages.
Facts.
Things like of that nature.
Facts.
There's no money being handed either which way. But in the streets it is. See, that's another thing. They're not doing business. You only charge a person, right? All business is net 30. You don't pay when you get it. That's business.
Right.
Business is I charge you before I had the money.
Right.
That's
Facts.
business.
Facts.
People think you need money to do business. No, you don't.
No.
If you using money, you not doing business.
That's facts.
Business getting done on you.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's why everybody losing money in this shit with the rap game and every other dream that they're chasing, because you can spend $10,000 and you didn't understand that could have been something that you were filing exempt for in your taxes. It could have been something that you could have got in
There's a lot of different things, bro.
You just funded somebody else's business.
Thank you.
But like he's saying, like we saying, if you got a trust and you got the holding company and you simply funding yourself, you are funding yourself. I'm gonna say this. This was somebody did in America. He took it. He had a real estate company. He bought property. He paid rent to his real estate company. He evaluated his real estate company for billions. Jackpot. Just washed his own money. And it's legal. Because he was a person written. A person written through his business. This is legal.
Facts.
But we don't do it. We don't understand. The act of spending money is making money.
So me starting off, to even understand and comprehend my name was a business, I signed myself to a record label just to understand it, because I knew record labels own people. And I knew they can set up life insurance policies. They can cash in on people's lives, represent them in court. So that's where I started off.
And that's smart.
They own name. They own what you think your name is, an artist name that the government owns.
That's true. Look at Finesse2Tymes. He just going through the same thing. He got a contract right now. Put in AI. AI say they own you for life. They turned him into a business before he had a chance to.
Facts.
If he would turn himself into a business and did business to business, he'd be okay. He did business the wrong way. He did business person to business. You never do business person to business. So why
That's facts.
am I gonna do business with a label as not the same? So I'm gonna do business as label. If I was a Finesse2Tymes, I would have made myself a label. I would have did business with the label to label, and made Finesse2Tymes the artist. NBA YoungBoy did it. He got a deal just like that right now. Right? So people can do it. It just depends on who knows and who understands this information. Because again, it's not made to be understood.
So at what point in his career should he have made that decision?
He should have made it like he said. He should have talked to people like Don. He should have turned himself to a business.
It needs to be done at birth, truthfully.
That's okay.
Truthfully, because you're converted into a business automatically. You know, like I said before, you're turned into a property description with a birth certificate. That's when you're turned into property. That's when you can only deliver property.
Yes, but it's a way that he can do it, and he don't know he can do it, but he got the power still.
Yes, he
because in this way he don't understand it. But the way he got to lose everything. What he got to do is what Donald Trump do, is what all the billionaires do. He got to take Finesse2Tymes bankrupt, right? He got to take it out of there. It's done. Create another business under a new number. Right, but the labels won't allow you to do that. But Prince did it. He turned himself to the symbol.
The symbol, yes.
Right. But people don't understand exactly business and how it's structured and what to do. There's nothing to burn down a business and create another one.
And to be honest, if there's no biometrics attached to that contract, he's going to always get out of it. The contract has con at the beginning of it. It's a con treaty. Track means treaty. So contracts is a fraudulent treaty from the jump.
And you get out of the contract by simply walking away from it. Not doing business in that name no more.
Facts.
Not doing business in that entity no more. Filing bankrupt on that person.
Who else did it was Kanye. Kanye did, he turned to Ye.
And that's the way that he
did
broke
the same thing. Yes, he got out of all them contracts.
But the smartest thing I think that Ye did in that process was he made sure that they pulled back from the contract. It wasn't him fighting to get out of the contract. He made them want to say that they wanted to remove.
They had no choice when he changed his name because they not in business with Ye.
Well, no, even if they still want to stay after he changed his name, the people like Adidas, he had to make sure that they want to pull out. He was showing them pornography on his phone, and they said we can't keep.
But listen, I'm not worried about Adidas. Did you know Adidas and Puma was brothers, and they got into it with each other, and they started a feud and turned the whole country against each other? Right? Puma and Adidas did this.
Which country did they turn?
They was brothers. The country they was from.
Okay.
They was brothers. They both was brothers. They both was working together.
I hadn't heard this before.
Yeah, it's true. A lot of people don't know this, and people don't understand what they were or how they were it. But when you were Puma or Adidas, you're actually at war with the brothers because they both did that. Did you know that they quit speaking to each other and they lived more than 8 miles away from each other, didn't speak for the rest of their life. So when they buried them, they buried them on 2 different sides.
Dang, that's crazy.
So they won't even meet.
They was beefing at death. They coming back. They coming back to handle that thing.
Yeah.
But hey, you know how else you can get out of that stuff?
Yeah.
Is a sex change.
Yeah, that's what the creators of the Matrix did. The Coen brothers.
I know.
Did.
That's what. They was fighting with Sophia. They had a sex change.
Right. And that's listen. So everybody don't understand this, and that's what I'm saying. So once you do turn yourself to a business, right? We already told them, you know what I'm saying, what they need to do, how they need to create the structure to get a corporate structure. We told them how to do it. They know how to do it. But what we didn't tell them is what's the benefits of it. You suggest that we can take the things that we normally like to shine off of and get in their 30s on that and earn income from that, right? But what other benefits?
You said one. Jail time. Like, literally, you get our tickets. Like, all my students and people that I've assisted, my trustees, like, you're going to meet one that's speaking at an event. Man, he gets our tickets and everything, man. Because if there's no victim on the case, it's not a real crime. It's all business.
Right.
Everything is business. You always have the right to face your accuser. That's part of the amendments, right?
Right. That's one of them.
So if you want a stop sign, where's the victim? Who's your accuser? The state can't be an accuser and represent you.
I mean, at the same time, they usually try to say that the accuser is the police officer that.
So listen. So no. So it's usually an attorney presenting the evidence. Are they an attorney or a witness? So that throws it out the window right there. But as soon as you say you understand, you stand under the jurisdiction as a corporate persona.
That's why we understand.
Understand and overstand. Yep,
and overstand. Right. Because there's no way you can stand over me because I don't understand this. What is this? I don't have no understanding. Right? Business should be understood. But here's the thing. We don't understand business. We don't understand financial literacy. So this the part, if you're watching this is the part we're getting into that I know a lot of us don't understand. We don't understand financial literacy. We don't understand the banking system. We don't understand these things, right? And these things are not made for us to understand, right?
Facts.
But they're simple because we didn't caught on to it. Like I say, Don was homeless. I'm a convicted felon. One more strike would have been out of there, right? With this information, I was able to turn my life around. With this information, he was able to turn his life around, right? So this information is valuable, just like Elon Musk said.
I've been homeless too. That's why I.
So this information helps you.
Yeah,
this information helps us, right? This information become the money. We've been chasing the wrong things, right? Whole life we chasing the money, we chasing this, but the information of how to actually control the money was more valuable than the money itself. That's what I came to realize. But come to find out, when you structure yourself as a business, you got this business now, where do you go? I got these LLCs now, how do we get funded? Because a lot of people be like, okay, cool, I need to get funded. I don't have the money to pass around between these businesses. But I do have a business bank account. I have made probably about $10,000. I haven't made a lot of money. I probably made like $10,000. Can I get funded? That's what a lot of people want to know. Because like $10,000 is not a lot of fucking money. All right? Who the fuck will fund somebody for only making that much money? I guarantee you nobody will fund nobody like that. So they probably got to make more money. What they got to do if I'm only making $10,000?
No, so I got somebody, y'all can look it up, everybody. I got 10 lenders that I work with directly, but my number one is One Park Financial. And
But you saying they can fund me with?
They can fund you with 10,000 sales, but 10,000 in sales monthly, and you got to be open for at least 3 months. And it doesn't. They don't pull your credit score, no hard pulls, but you need to have at least a 500 credit score, which is easy.
500.
You can get a. You can go. Get,
Everybody got a 500 watching.
You can
you.
go get Kick. You can go get Kick, Ava. You know, you heard of Kickoff.
Yeah,
that's a trade line. You can go
Rental
get
Karma.
Yep, Self Lender. You got Self Stellar, Ava, Super.com.
Well, look, man, I got over 700 right now.
Oh, they got you for sure.
I had my accounts for over 6 months. What kind of funding can I get?
All 10 of my lenders will do 6 months for sure. But my main thing is if you don't have any sales, so the better sales you have,
I got plenty of sales.
So I do manufactured spending if you don't have sales. So
I got plenty of sales.
So they're going to rock with you.
How much can I get?
So the average or whatever it is on the 3 to 6 months, whatever the average is.
So whatever average I can pull that today.
Yep.
So I can pull money from the future and use it today.
Yes, correct.
That's what I was talking about, bro.
So my other question with that though is, how much do you have to have to show that you have sustainable income?
They just want to see 3 months.
Of course, so for the 3 months, but you also have to show that you are able and capable to be able to pay loans off that you already have, right?
No, they're not looking at your credit score. They're just looking at your cash flow because they're going to pull. They're going to pull from the account. Like you agree to weekly or daily.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Because that's the money. See, the money is actually the projection of money. Right now, when you say people with net income, we're talking about Kanye West. The reason why Kanye West was considered so wealthy because they projected him to make so much money over the period of time.
So I'm saying that because I understand some of the loaning companies and anyone that's going to be willing to give you any money, they want to see that other people have already given you money and how much they've given you.
They got to get the account. So they got the account.
The ones I use are for startup businesses.
Oh, okay, got it.
These are all for startup businesses, and they'll give you anywhere from 5,000 to 500,000. But they want to see it's called a financial forecast.
Okay.
They want to see what is your monthly cash flow. So when the underwriters look at it, they want to make sure that everything matches up.
But I know the trick though. It got to be high interest rate.
Yes. So the one I just got approved for, they approved me for pre-qualified me for $30,000. Just a new account. I opened it up. It's only been opened up 3 months.
Got proof of that?
Yeah, I got it. I got the.
I got no proof of that. Like you can't be just talking. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I hear you. I want to see it.
Hey, so there's the contract. Check out the contract. Don't show my personal info though. But you can see everything, man. That's One Park Financial. That was they're my go-to people. I've used them in the past.
Right. So that's on the way.
Yes, this one's on the way. Yes.
You
and that's what it's soft pull.
So yes, a soft pull.
Okay.
And like I showed you, right? You go to the bottom of the page. 3 months in business, 500 FICO score, and 10K month in sales. It was 7,500. They just went up on it.
That's crazy. And just a quick note for anybody that doesn't understand soft pull to hard pulls, it's an inquiry that's going to actually ding your credit score and it's going to take you down. Right. But this is one that it's not going to affect you at all. That's crazy.
Every lenders that I deal with don't. So I use lenders. I don't go to banks. It was like hell trying to get money from banks.
It
So when I
is.
started learning about private lenders, I was
It
like,
is.
wow.
Because getting money from banks become difficult because did you know this? And a lot of people don't know this, but banks, they got a lot of stipulations, even your zip code. Like
Right,
your zip
facts.
code, you can have a perfect credit score, but in the wrong zip code and you
Facts.
cannot get the money.
We know some people that they've restricted their bank access just because of statements that they made online. They're getting more critical. Right. They will take your whole shit away just
That's
because you said
crazy.
something about a particular race.
But that's understandable because, again, when you not a business and you fall under their structure, you got to do what they say do in order to keep the money, in order to keep whatever they giving you.
But it's your money. They can take it away from
It's
you.
never yours. How is it yours when you're not a business? You're a person. You're a consumer.
Okay.
Right? It's a difference, right? If I'm a consumer, I'm a consumer from a business that I own.
And I like that you say future money too, because a Federal Reserve note is a promissory note because it's a
promise to
gold
pay.
out. So that's a future money.
Right.
And when you get loans and things like that, that's promissory notes that you're paying. So it's for the future.
Right.
So
You know who told me
everything
that? I was locked up in the federal. I was locked up in the jail, and I was locked up in jail with the governor. The governor in Illinois was locked up at this particular time, and he was in Indiana, in Terre Haute.
The feds.
In the feds, in the camp. He was
FCI?
there, and he was in the camp.
Okay.
He felt so, bad that people didn't understand. He made a class for himself and taught this.
Dang.
This is what he taught.
Damn. That's
So
dope.
I came across this information from a man that understood that we didn't understand.
Bill Vakamage or something like that.
Yeah, he was
got a
sit-
crazy last
Yeah,
name.
he was
I
sitting there
know you're
like, damn, like these are the people that we've been,
talking about. You ran with Barack.
arresting, but they don't understand. Like we don't understand. Like we really think making money is to buy something for $5 and sell it for $20. That's what we think making money is, right? That's what I'm saying. It's a story, right? It was a story. There was a rich man, there was a poor man. This rich man was rich, and this poor man was poor. And he asked God, he said, God, I feel like life was unfair. Make this rich man poor so we can all see that everything the same. God made the rich man and the poor man poor at the same time, started them off at the same time, gave them coal, and said, y'all both got this pile of coal. You keep whatever you want to keep, sell it what you want to sell. The poor man got the coal, pulled up a whole lot of it, filled it up, because he used to this shit. Boom,
Right.
boom, boom. He took the shit, sold it, went and bought a big meal for him and the family. They ate. The rich man, he wasn't able to get that much because he wasn't qualified for that. So he got a little bit. He went and sold it. He showed up the next day with 2 more people with him. They now is pulling it up, right? The poor man is still pulling up by himself and then taking his money to go eat. But the rich man who was rich, who's now poor, he didn't eat. He chose his money to hire more people to go do the same job. He became rich again. So it's the understanding is not really the work. Because everybody work. But people don't understand the reason why they work.
Facts.
He worked for food.
Yeah.
He worked for survival.
Facts.
The rich man don't work for survival and don't work for food.
And that's basically how my life changed. Like literally learning to work. I don't like the word smart because smart means to cause pain, but work more intelligent instead of harder.
Yeah.
Like instead of me, like I'm showing people to lead by example. Like, hey, you can go get funding. You don't need a good credit score, all of that. But I'll make more money helping 10 people go get funding and just
Right.
taking a cut.
But that's what Cuz said. And listen, they can look up who said this. And he said this, and he said that he meant this. He said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people else chances before I have 100% of my own.
Right.
Right.
That's it.
Because what's 100% is nothing.
Well, I'd rather have 100. I don't give a fuck. I'd rather have 1% of everybody else's before I have 100%
Right,
of
facts.
my own.
Thank
Facts.
No matter what
Thank
it
you.
is.
That's facts.
That's
That makes
facts.
sense. That
It
makes
could be anything.
That's the realest shit I've ever heard.
Right? I'd rather retain 1% of everybody else shit.
So with that, we're entering into a world where it's hard to be able to claim what's yours or not anymore. We have a lot of AI that's going on and is being driven to outsource everyone else's companies. If this AI system is going to be granted a percentage of what is yours because you just typed in a prompt, how much are you willing to give at stake?
It's all determined on how much you're getting back. See, I think everybody do different things. They determine money different ways. But for me, it's if I don't understand it, I won't do it. And if I'm gonna do it, how much I'm getting back. For me, it's just changing.
Well, what do you think is a fair percentage, not a dollar amount?
Can I throw something out
go
there?
ahead, sorry.
So just like with music, like with me, I'd rather just pay like a monthly subscription or something like that instead of just giving away something that I worked hard for. Because I use AI and I use AI assistants. You call my number. So I like to just pay those monthly subscriptions. Then you're not giving up any percentage of your business.
Okay.
But I like to use AI too. But I like to use AI different. I use AI as like sort of like I'm the boss of AI. I let it actually order my thoughts instead of me looking for its thoughts. Because I think that when it does that, when you use it that way, you use it like Google, then you become victim. So I think that you should use it as a tool, right? And if you're gonna pay for it as a tool. Like me, for example, my YouTube, I create my own thumbnails. I make them myself. I put them in AI to enhance what I created. So then my thumbnail ain't looking all AIs like everybody else. A lot of people just go and they want to just do it by AI.
Right, facts.
But it's another way to do it. By taking the work and do it yourself, even though I'm not as good, then AI can take my vision and make it good.
So do you think AI should ask for any percentage of what you worked for, even if you fed it the prompts and you already put the pre-work in?
I think that the percentage is not that AI is asking for anything. I think it's structured by the company. But Elon Musk is mad. Elon Musk don't think that it should charge anything because it was a non-for-profit at first. But then it became
that's
profitable, right? So Elon Musk believed that it shouldn't be, right? Because he understands that the information that it's giving is not information that you should be able to charge for. It's water. It takes water to run AI.
That's
water is
deep.
consciousness. So the information is coming from water.
That's deep, bro.
So it's still not free because
It's killing our earth.
Fans. Yeah.
The more questions we ask AI, the more water we lose. And
Wow.
Yeah, it's true. And Elon Musk and people understand this, but I don't think people using it understand this. That is like drinking water, but AI drink more water than a human.
7 gallons for a 10-second clip.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right. So when you see this dumbass shit with Kung Fu Panda running up to fight Martin Luther King Jr., that's 7 gallons of water.
And it cost us water for the future.
Right.
And that's why the P-47s say that Earth depreciated itself by doing things like this.
I was told that water will in the future will be a futures contract.
Yeah, but it's leaving. Water gonna be very valuable right now because
And air.
water for a reason, because everything now is going to be ran by AI. The Neuralinks, this is ran by AI. So it's going to take water in order to run it. So a bottle of water in the future is going to run you about $100.
I believe it. It's
I'm
going there
keeping it
now.
real.
So this Saratoga, you got like $800 almost worth up here in the future.
Yeah, because it's sponsorship. I just ain't got the money yet, but it's coming because I know it is. Right? See, they don't gotta pay me to do it, but they will pay me to do it because this is what I do. But Nelly, the first person that did this, and he got fucked. He did Air Force Ones. They never gave him shit. Right? And Saratoga doing me the same way. St. Louis niggas stupid. we dumb as hell. We like what we like. And listen, I like Saratoga. Everybody watching this like, yo, Unc got a Saratoga deal. Yeah, well, I do. They gave me $1 million. I just ain't got it yet.
Yeah. But I mean, like, look, you just said St. Louis. This man's from St. Louis.
Yeah.
And he knows how to make sure everybody get that money.
He was homeless first.
They just need to listen. Our people don't want to listen. They stubborn. St. Louis is crazy, bro.
So how would Nelly be able to counteract that in the past
Nelly
to make
need
sure
to
that he
know.
would have
He
got his
broke.
money for Air Force One promotion?
I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure what that
I'm gonna tell you what you should do, what we gotta do, and what we don't do. We gotta do the business first. You know, that's somebody tell me.
Facts.
Somebody told me he drove me everywhere, drove me everywhere.
Okay.
And then once he got done, he say, "Damn man, what you finna give me? Nigga, you should do the business before you start driving.
Facts.
The fuck wrong with you?
Yeah.
So
Facts.
what I owe you? We did no business.
Right, facts.
So if the business wasn't determined, how you gonna determine after the fact? Business is done before the act. Going to China, man, in St. Louis, nigga, you gonna pay before they start making
Right.
the food.
Facts.
Yeah.
This is how business determines That's why I'm telling you. Anybody spending the money, it's a consumer.
Like, anytime I have beef with my females, it's because the prices wasn't determined beforehand.
Yeah, they gotta be
Real
determined.
shit. Real shit.
That's fair.
Anybody that said, hey, this is what I do for this, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no issues. I still talk to them girls to this day.
Right.
Until these other females try to count your pockets, ain't nothing determined. They start seeing what you get. They started feeling like it's owed to them. Like, nah.
Right.
We
But
pay.
tell me a price.
Right.
Tell me
your
what it's gonna
price.
cost me.
Right.
Let me agree. Because if
That's it.
you do it and you done it,
Right.
it's over.
Right.
Call it what you want to call it. It's over.
See, it's funny because the opposite is from the car salesman side. When they would always tell us, the first person that speaks loses when it comes to finances.
Right. Facts. Right.
When you're sitting at the table with somebody and they want to buy, the first person that's going to tell you or ask the question of how much this costs or whatever is the person that's never going to come out on top.
So I just want you to know, like, I was taught all that with the sales, but my sales tactics is totally whatever you were not taught anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I cuss
Go
my
ahead.
clients out. I do all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Hurry the fuck up, because you taking my time.
Right.
Time is money.
That's good. And the reason why they key you with sales, the first thing they do is hand you something to drink or give you something. Once I give you something, your mind
Right.
want to give me something back.
Yeah, facts.
Right.
Guaranteed.
And if you
Facts.
don't, you got to take it away from them immediately.
No, once I give you something, you already going to want to give me something back.
Not necessarily.
If I give you a nice gesture, you're going to do it. I'm telling you.
You got three different classifications for people that come to buy. You got the 10% that no matter what they're not gonna buy. They don't give a shit. There's nothing you can say that's gonna change their mind. You got other way around. 10% that's gonna buy no matter what. 15% of them are not gonna buy no matter what you say, and the 75% are in the middle.
You see what I'm
That's where
saying?
you need to sell.
Here's the thing. You trying to sell people. I don't sell people. I
Right,
simply
facts.
give them what they already want.
Facts.
But that's what my point is with
Right.
the 75%. The people that don't know what they want, you're giving them what they want, and you're just explaining that to them.
No,
like
you
they
have to
already
listen to
wanted it.
them. Yeah. See, the thing is with sales, people try to talk. You don't talk and sell. You listen, right? So if I talk, I'm gonna be very disrespectful, and that's how I get all my sales, because it acquires enough time for them to be like, you know what? Let me think. What the fuck is going on? Now they're going off their own perception.
Of course, that's why you gotta let them think that this is their own decision.
They
But
make
you
their own
can't
decision.
take it to heart if you're dealing with somebody that's that 10% that no matter what they weren't gonna
Can
buy.
I tell you something?
I'm not gonna
Can I
talk
tell
to
you-
him.
Can I tell you something? I never, and people watching ain't gonna believe this, I never attempted to sell somebody something and they didn't buy it. Every person I attempted to sell something to bought it. Probably not in that moment, but eventually.
Because I think there's some times that you recognize this is somebody that wasn't gonna buy nothing no matter what. And like what Don
No,
just
I
said,
only try
he
to-
won't try to sell it to them.
I
if they
only
know
try to
it's
give
not-
you what I
I'm
already know
not trying
you
to sell
want.
nobody shit.
Listen, if I know that you want crack, I'm not gonna come with you with fentanyl.
Right.
Right, for real. Everybody in the world wants something. It's your job to figure out what it is.
But the best way for you to make a profit is if somebody comes up and they say, "I don't know what I want."
So you make a
There's
profit
an
from making
income
a loss.
report from 1 month.
I can.
1 month
Ooh,
of sales
shit.
right there.
I can.
I'm not trying to sell shit, bro. It's just natural. They come to you, they want it. If you dope, you dope. If you not, you not.
Yeah.
Right, and that's how it goes. A lot of people try to sell. Right. See, he don't sell. It's his lifestyle. Right.
Facts.
He live a lifestyle that attract people. People want to live a lifestyle. They ask him how. Right. He simply turned himself to a business, turned the information to a business, locked it in, and he give it to people. Right. But one thing he ain't gave me, and I'm getting kind of like upset. I'm like, damn. No, I'm free. I'm getting kind of upset. Like, okay, cool. He said all this shit about he got the money, but me and Ro, we ain't got the money.
Yeah.
But I'm giving you the game though. Go
do it for us. How can we?
I can't.
We can't do it.
Hey, I
so,
know-
so some people watching this, they can't hit you up to do it for us.
So yeah, they can.
So how? So what we talking about?
So literally, I charge $5,000 to be a
front?
to be a trustee, yes, or $10,000 a board member. And if you pay $10,000, I come to you for 2.5 days to sit down with you.
But hold up, am I guaranteed some money if I pay $10,000?
If you complete the steps, I just showed you. Hey, this is what we need to get funded. Boom, boom, boom. These are the steps. We help you establish a business correctly so you don't get hit with a tax, because I show people how to move money in and out of accounts. Okay, you can get hit with a tax if it's not done correctly. You want to make sure the trust is at the head of everything.
I'll explain that.
Because if you file taxes with the trust, all the money from your LLCs and corporations is considered extraordinary dividend. So it's passive income. It's non-taxable.
Right.
So that's game. I'm not licensed attorney tax
but
expert.
you still ain't said how you finna do it for us, and if you gonna do it for us, and what it takes for you to do it for us. You see what I'm saying?
I'm waiting. I heard his question.
What I just say? I said so 5,000 for a day, 10,000 for 3 days.
What they gonna come with? What we doing?
I'm gonna give you step by step. You got me. Ask me anything you want. I'm gonna teach you step by step. Hey, let's make sure your trust is together. Make sure your holding company's together. Make sure your operating company's together.
What if I ain't got 5,000?
Then I can not coming to you, man.
You
You need to go to the online community in the school.
You know what I'm saying? So online I can do it?
Yes, that's $50 a month.
Okay, that's still
So
fair.
I'm saying, how can I do it then?
Yeah, $50 a month. My school community,
Look, but
school.com/Don
that's cheap,
Kilam.
man. If you could bring back in
You're
$10,000
going to. It's the
or
step.
up to $80,000 a month off of $50 a month, that ain't
50
shit.
I'll do the $50.
So yeah, that's gonna.
I ain't finna give him 5,000.
That's going
I
for
will
you.
do the 50.
So $50 a month.
I ain't finna give you 5,000.
You have to do it yourself.
I'll be honest.
But it breaks it down, and,
All-
and you get access to all my lenders.
Listen, I'm saying only reason I don't give him 5,000 because I'm gonna do the 50 first and go in there and see if there's something of value in there, and then I'm giving 5,000.
It's a value,
That's
man.
not bad. That's not
It's a
bad.
value. I got testimonials, everything.
Now, I
man.
see on testimonials. I see everything. This is the first time on the show. You've been on the show a lot of times because a lot of your followers come here, right? If they steady coming here and they comment, that means he's doing the right thing with his followers and with what he doing.
Absolutely. I
Appreciate
got
that.
people that message me and they like, yo, I live by the word of Don Kilam. They
lit.
watch you daily.
That's lit. So right now we have 745 members. $50 a month, yeah, in the school.
Shit.
But that's good money. That's good income per month.
Yeah, yes it is.
I can really. They've been sending me that. Crazy part, they've been sending me that thing like sign up for that. I'm like, you know what? I ain't finna sign up for that. I'm probably do it later. I see he been doing this since he been coming here, right? But he got a whole community of people that he helping leading, right? That require a lot of responsibility. How do you feel with all the responsibility? Because I know when they sign up for that, they expecting for their life and for their money and their finance to be better.
Yeah, so the first thing I do though is make sure that you book a consultation. I'm not going to be sitting in here answering questions all day. That'll take up my whole life.
You rude.
So I let them know, hey, this is what it is. Like everything's in the school. Do your own study and research. There's a search bar, just like you can use Google. Search what you're looking for. But I got everything: how to be private, trust establishment, how to do your businesses, how to delete everything off your personal credit score, build the trade lines and everything, build up your personal credit, and then your business as well.
Right. But I want to tell other people this. A lot of people don't know this, but did you know this? That if you know this, you can actually clean your bank records, your checks record. You can clean that record too. A lot of times people don't understand this. So if you go to the bank and you're like, oh, I can't get a bank account because my name messed up, you can actually clean that. Facts. You can start over with that. It's with the check system.
Right.
If you're watching this, you can log into the check
check
system, and then you can clean your bank records there, and you can open up a new bank account. A lot of times you've been bad with banks. You have been overdraft, that have closed the accounts, that becomes on record, but you can actually delete those records like you can delete your credit history.
So that's in my school too.
So that's cool.
How to get
system.
removed from check systems, telecheck, and freeze everything.
You
through
didn't
third
think I knew
parties.
that neither, did you?
No, that's what's up. So look, so here's why I'm gonna give you some game real quick too. A lot of people don't really understand that a personal credit score is not a certified financial statement. In the real laws, not consumer laws, it is GAAP, generally accepted accounting principles. Everything's an account. If it has an account number, falls under accounting law. And since we're under bankruptcy, you can even bring up bankruptcy law, to be honest with you. But I use GAAP.
Trump used bankruptcy law a lot. How did he do that? He used that law.
I mean,
a lot.
the United States is under bankruptcy, so everything is truly under bankruptcy law. The real law is bankruptcy law, trust law, or accounting law.
What you mean, United States under bankruptcy?
United States corporation is under bankruptcy. So that's why we don't use gold or silver as money no more. We use fiat currency, the Federal Reserve notes, a promise to pay at a later date, future money, as what you like to say.
Because we ain't got no money today.
Right, correct.
So the money you have today, we don't have no money.
There's
of
no
value.
money. You're the value. It's backed by the people that they're going to believe in the system.
That we gonna work and earn so much money based on each Social Security number, gonna earn so much money in a lifetime.
Correct.
And that becomes the money.
Correct.
So I want to ask, because of your schooling, What is one of the biggest turnaround testimonies that you've seen? Like from somebody that paid XYZ amount and how much they got in return?
So with I can wipe your credit score overnight pretty much and build your personal credit up to 700 within a week or two. Like that's nothing.
But I mean, like financially, what was one of the biggest turnarounds?
So you wanted, I say at least 90 days to get a big bag.
Last time he was here, I think he got one of his clients over 20,000, and he had like the proof. Like last time he was here, like
oh yeah, so that was with deleting things through arbitration.
Yeah.
So and that man is still getting big bags. He just got one for 40,000. He's
what's the
suing
most you ever
everybody.
got somebody doing this?
With this,
That what he asked. That what he tried
yeah.
to.
So
He tried to get in your business.
I helped somebody get $500,000 before.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
$500,000. What was that person like when he got the $500,000?
He was already famous and stuff, but he ended up getting a G-Wagon and all types of shit.
Did he look out for you when he got the $500,000?
Yeah. I charged 10%, so I got 50 bands out the gate.
You got 50 bands out the gate.
Out the gate, straight cash.
So you charged 10%.
He's from Jamaica, yeah.
So you gonna charge me $5,000 plus the 10%?
Pretty much, yes. Yeah, you gotta come beat me. You need my essence, you need my time. Does
This
that make sense?
$500,000 you didn't have.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
mean,
$55,000. But I was already in Orlando. He brought me out to lunch. He was with some beautiful women. I met with him, and then I was like, "I'll help you." And then he got his ass $500,000.
He went instantly balled out.
Yup, got a G-Wagon. He ended up getting a G-Wagon.
You guys a good success story. You ever help somebody in like I'm kind of like on what road trying to go with it. You ever help somebody like that? What that was their last? They're like, man, look, man, this was my last $50 and I made some money. Tell me about that.
I mean, I've helped a few people like I'm trusting you, Don. But when I changed their life, man, they're like, that's why I fuck with you. But like, there's this one family. I don't want to get too deep because some of them didn't pay the loans back. But it was one mother. They're in Detroit, and then she had 2 daughters and 1 son. And I got them. They did the little manufacturer spending that I teach, and they all got funding. But the mother gave me extra than what she was supposed to give me.
But nobody paid it back?
They didn't pay some of them didn't pay the actual loan back. So they helped me. They paid me extra to help them get out that situation.
So they got the money. They had to get it removed.
Yeah, they get it removed. One of them had actually got a lead put on their name. Like, yeah, so I had to help them get it.
So you helped them and then got it removed too?
Yeah, got it removed too.
So you helped them both ways?
Yeah, both ways.
Oh,
both ways.
That's you a cold nigga,
No,
man.
I'd rather you pay your bills, though.
No, of course, but the
get
fact
bigger
that you were
loans.
still offering that service is something, because I'm not gonna lie, people are ignorant, and I speak from existence. I was ignorant before, where I get the loan and don't give a shit, and you got to get bailed out of it, and it sucks. But the fact that you're still saying that I'm not gonna just leave you hanging dry, I'll still help you.
They paid me. They paid me. To
Of
do it.
course,
That was
they
it.
got to. That's their fault.
They did this, back when I was, they stopped it now. I don't know if you can still do it now, but I used to do this shit with credit cards. I used to get this credit card, pay off this, but you can't do it no more. You had to do it a little different ways.
Right.
You just get credit cards,
Right,
just pay them
facts,
around
and pay
in a
them all
circle.
off. Yep.
Right, that works.
You can't pay credit with credit no more.
Can't do it now,
Yeah.
but you could. But you can still do it with business. Right, you turn
Right,
yourself to a
facts,
business,
facts.
you turn yourself to this, and you can
Facts.
actually pay things between yourself because you got to think
So-
you're always paying money.
So another thing I want to bring up before we get off here.
Oh,
Check
ain't
this
going
out.
long- ain't long enough. These people, they still
Check
dumb.
that out.
Startup may elect.
So this is why I pay my bills now.
Research credit against employees pay.
It's called research and development tax credits. So I've been helping my clients with research and development tax credits. I teach them how to make their name a business. And now that your name's a business, because you pay bills, everything at home, everything comes from your personal account, right?
Right.
So your name's a business. You got outgoing expenses. So you turn your name into an LLC, and now the LLC takes care of the outgoing expenses. You can now claim these research and development tax credits for developing the business.
Right. This man knows so many ways to make some money, and it all stems from turning yourself to a business.
Right.
Listen, if
Right.
you're watching this, I just want you to know that everybody is doing business on you, so why not do business?
He said one of the coldest things I've ever said, what I've ever heard in my life, when he mentioned about running a church. And he asked, "Do I speak to my kids about God?"
Right.
And I said, "Absolutely." And what did you say back?
So you're the first person that taught your children about God and spirituality.
Right.
So you're the minister already. Every household is truly a ministry.
That's cold.
And what I'm saying, everybody understand this. Relationships is a business
That's
agreement.
it.
Everything is business. Marriage is business.
Facts.
Why I got a contract. right? Everything with a contract is business.
Facts.
But people don't look at that as business. This female like, oh no, oh bitch, you business.
That's it.
And I'm keeping it real. You
That's
business.
true. No, you're right.
That's
you're right.
it.
You business. Everything is business, right? But how do you protect yourself from becoming somebody else's business? Like, how do I protect myself, like, from being on the flip end of that? Like, okay, cool.
Right.
Now I done got all this shit. Now I got all this debt. Is it a way to where this will destroy me? To where like now it's fucked up where all this money I done got. Because there got to be a bad side to this where like them people is a way where all this can just destroy me. What's like the end? Like it's too much.
Well, I'm gonna say whatever you are, like whatever's in you, good or bad, the more money you get, that's what's gonna bring it out of you. Like for real.
Every time I see you, you shine. The rose voices all kind of crazy.
Yeah,
shit.
but same way with I find the worst hood rats too, because that's just what I like.
Man, you be having some fine. You be having that fine shit.
They
Stop
be
playing.
fine, but they hood rats still.
They be fine shit though. You know, it be kind of like twist me up because he's a financial literacy like guy, like good money type guy, and he be with women that look like they come straight from the trenches.
He like what he like.
No. So they look good, but like they don't know nothing, man. Straight, they'll either be drunks. They have some type of character flaw. You know, my best friend, I've been friends with her for 6 years, man. That's my bottom bitch. They call it. You know,
Yeah, I see you post.
She's
that.
a heaven on earth. You know, one
I
of
see
those
you post that.
heaven on earth. So I just got her down to like 3 or 4 dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like
3 or 4. So
yeah, she's a heaven on earth HOE. So you know, you dig what I'm saying? Fell in love with a stripper.
So you fell in love with her.
Fell in love with
and
her.
you still love her.
Still love her. We just don't kiss.
You just don't kiss.
Hell
Just
no.
don't kiss her. She can't use my toilet either. I always make sure she got her own bathroom.
Damn, this nigga serious.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't crack her. I just get the dough, man.
Just get the money. You just get the money.
But the price went up because she's the best.
Right. Well,
So-
I seen her on your Instagram. I see a lot of flexing on your Instagram.
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
you posted your number all over your Instagram, so I know too many people be calling you.
Yes, for real. And I got AI set up on all of that. I didn't know it was costing me 7 gallons of water. They charging me monthly subscriptions and water.
You know what? That's crazy. Everybody watching this, they gonna think we kind of like not telling the truth when they understand that every time they use AI, they killing their water supply.
That's crazy, bro. That makes sense though.
That's crazy. You know when you like a lot of times I'm saying shit to you and you don't know I know it. Every time I say something, I don't know this nigga know it. like, I ain't know he understood about the water. He get to talk like that and Ro understood.
Yeah, he understood it.
Yeah,
he know a lot of
but
shit.
Same likewise, man. Every time I'm talking to Unc, same shit. I'm like, damn, he actually know. And then he be like, yeah, you bet I didn't know that, huh? Like, he got my
But when
ass.
I be listening to it, when I be recording this shit, you be dropping some shit, bro.
What if we don't actually know? What if we right here, right now, and like I know only because I'm connected to your magnetic field, only simply because you know.
So like Michael Jackson used to wake his team up when he got ideas 3 or 4 in the morning because he says him and Prince was in the same creative realm. And if he didn't record it now, Prince was gonna get it.
That's true.
I used to call that the nuclei. You know what I mean? Like a nucleus. Like the closer you are to the center of it, the more you're intact. And there's certain people that are feeding on the same thing. That's why you'll see somebody be like, that's the same setup I thought. And I see you doing that in business where you're ahead of the curve a lot of times.
Right.
And a lot of these people be trying to copy that or they be trying to beat you to it.
And that's how I feel like it is in my
Same.
Like
Yeah, I
there's
see
a lot
that
of
with you
the
too.
Don Kilam clones, man.
Yeah.
That's what I call them.
Man, I simply just do business with myself. I got a lot of entities. I got this podcast. I got the View Skit, and they all separate businesses, separate entities of their own, and they
that's
do
lit.
business in circles together.
And if you
It's just fun
circulate,
to circulate money.
so I'm telling you, you can get funding on all of them. I got the 10 lenders for you. Matter of fact, if we go to the text messages, I've already sent you the 10
I gotta
lenders.
give you 5,000 of business though.
But I've already sent you the lenders, though. You've
gonna
already
get a big check.
listen. I guarantee I've already sent him the lenders. All you got to do is apply, brother.
Oh, so you said me. Listen,
Look. This is the top 10 lenders. Listen, January 4th, Don Kalam's top 10 lenders. Look, what's the first one? One Park Financial, the ones I just used. So when I'm telling you to do it, I'm setting up a new account.
So you said you finna do it again.
I'm gonna keep doing it.
So you don't stop doing it?
No, I don't stop doing it, bro. Ever since I learned business credit, I've never been broke. And then I learned taxes. I've
And you're
never been
recommending
broke, bro.
companies that you're using.
Yes.
dope. It's
Bro,
not just
ever
out
since
the
I've
side,
learned this stuff, since 2021, when I started doing business, when I first got my first business loan, 2021. So just 5 years ago, bro, I've been over 6 to 7 figures, like easy. Like I've never looked back.
Listen, I know for a fact he ain't lying. 'Cause every time he come around, I ain't never seen him with nothing but blues. I ain't never seen this nigga with a 20.
Never.
I ain't never seen him with a 20.
Never.
Right? And them motherfuckers always be Christian like they just came from the bank. Like, I'm keeping it real. Right? Listen, for everybody watching this, that has seen you a million times. You've been on this show a lot of times. We got millions of views. We've been doing this. We've been viral everywhere. What is your website for the new people, right? The new people that's just tuned in right now, they want to find you. They want to pay their $50. How do they sign up and where do they sign up?
SKOOL.com/DONKILAM. That's school.com/Don Kilam. If you can't figure it out, just go to donkilam.com, DONKILAM.com. Everything is there.
What about your social medias?
And Don Kilam _legacy, DONKILAM _LEGACY on the Instagram. TikTok just shut me down, but I'm reopening back up as Dr. Don Kilam, and then Don Kilam on YouTube.
Right. And listen, Ro don't need people to know where he at. Listen,
You gonna just see my ass.
you gonna see him, but I know you can catch Ro a lot of places. You a lot of people that watch this, you can catch him on the Alienated. Right, you on Alienated.
I did Cam Capone right now. Yeah.
You got a Cam coming out? That's
Yeah,
what's
it's
up.
out right now.
That's what's up. I ain't checked that one out.
You got a Cam Capone out?
You didn't see it?
I want to do one too, man.
Damn, you got a Cam out?
Yeah,
That's lit.
yeah.
That's
Check it out.
lit.
Check it out.
That's
Get me in.
lit.
I want to get in one
Come
too,
on, I
man.
got you. I hit you.
Listen, Cam Capone is one of the main reasons why I got pushed on the West Coast.
For
Cam
real?
Capone platform is a great platform.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely seen you on there.
So many times.
You one of the highlight stars.
Well, but I had a lot of audio problems. They've got a problem where I ain't been on Cam Capone in a while. But I'm about to, we got everything quality. We're gonna go back on Cam Capone. But I can't wait to see you on there.
Yeah, check it out. Right
Yeah, I'm gonna
now.
check that out.
Me and CC was just up on there. You gotta check it out. We was just out there.
Right,
That's
listen,
lit.
so make sure y'all check out Ro on Cam Capone. He also on Alienated. He's also on Off the Grid Network.
Let's go.
Right? You got a lot of network shit popping off,
And you
man.
gonna start seeing me more on Worldwide Hustle.
Let's
Of course,
go.
X-Files.
Come on,
You
that's
already,
right.
That's
Let's
boy,
go.
you with X-Files too.
That's right.
You Ro.
I'm trying to get a deal and get a chain, man.
Well, I
What's
told
up,
you.
man?
I
What
got
my
you.
what a worldwide hustle
Yo, dude,
chain?
listen, he doing that. Listen, he came with me. We went all out of town together. He got locked out, buying himself out. I was telling him, let's join do business. He come around, he talk to me. He come around with plenty of money. I invite him to the content house. He don't stick to nothing. He used to have no friends. He don't want to do business with shit.
Right.
He tell me
do.
he gonna basically tell me he gonna become a member. I got $50 a month to do business.
Nah,
with him.
man. I just got a lot of work.
See,
I just got a lot of work.
$50.
Help
Listen,
me.
But I guarantee you, if I was a member, we've been doing business. with
Help
him.
me get a team together so I can get this work done. I gotta do it all myself.
Stop playing with me. Yeah, we gonna do that.
I
Roll.
want the chain though. I seen big homie CC with the chain.
Yeah, we gave big over CC. He got his. He is really something else. The Off the Grid Network is really something else.
Yeah.
And this Streets Unplugged episode has been something else. Listen,
Let's
if
go.
you like this episode, if you understood this episode, if you understood it and you understood something about money, I need you to like, share, and subscribe. I need you to follow Don. I need you to follow Ro. And remember, you are a business, so do business. Stop playing with me.